welcome back to Pissed Pirates. We're starting early today because I have a little more that I'd like to do before the episode airs. Let me get the stuff out of this. Yeah, I don't even need to do that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to predict, or try to predict, the last 4 episodes of Fishman Island Log. Let's get to the panels. So this is from last episode, episode 16. They really didn't need to cut a lot. They only did 2 chapters, and really not a whole lot needed to cut there. But again, it's very predictable, like, you know, crowd reactions that are kind of just reiterating what's happening. I really liked what Log did, where they removed the dialogue for when Hodie's like, this is how I did it, like, I killed the pirate Batsy and set him up as the assassin. Like, we can see that visually, you know? Yeah, some more like reactions from his goons, and yeah, no major cuts, to be honest with you. It's just a lot of like build up to fill out the page for Oda. Nothing major really at all. All right, and so really nothing at all. And then even less, like fewer panels. This is probably the fewest panels that have been cut from any chapter, I would say. Definitely since since up here. At least this had an entire page cut out for the most part. This had like a lot cut out here, like whole page. But yeah, ever since like episode 5, basically. Maybe even episode 4 probably has the least out of any chapter cut. But this was really scant for cuts this episode. But really, again, it's not much. The most that was like the Dasun guy chasing after Hoei. But that little major moment there, but that's about it. And there's no real continuity thing other than that. So that's why it's like, well, wait, what are we going to fill it out otherwise? Hello, Jabba the Hutt. Good to see you. We're going to fill this out with otherwise. Well, I've officially made a call, and it's going to be that the next 4 or 5, obviously the episode's about to come out, but I'm almost positive based on the next episode preview that it's going to be at least 3 chapters. It might be more, but I doubt it. But I think it's going to end with the reveal of Noah showing up. It might actually go a little bit into 637 because the end of 636 is like a little more like tease, and then it is a bit of like, I don't know, story overlap between the last chapter, between end of 636 and 637. Hi, Frog, good to see you. But what I'm thinking is this is completely predictive, and we'll see how accurate this is once the next episode preview comes out. It'll probably come out like, you know, before the episode. Those have usually been coming out before the episodes themselves release, but I usually wait till I finish the previous episode first. But we're gonna make a call that episode 18 does the next 4 chapters, which they have never gone that fast yet. I don't think they've only done 3 chapters this whole time, but they've never done 4. I think they're gonna do 4, but maybe they do 3. Here's the thing. There are 4, after this episode, there are 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, technically 18 chapters that they have to do in what they said was 21 episodes, 4 episodes. Unless they were, you know, incorrect about the number of episodes, like they misreported or something, I don't know. We'll see. But that is a lot of content that they have to put in 4 episodes. So this is what I'm predicting is they do 4 chapters every episode until the last episode, and they try to do 5. And they're definitely going to be cutting a lot in the last one. I don't know how much, what or with or how much, but I'll go through the. Actually, I could probably do that right with the Hold on. I was gonna do it on this page because I was gonna show the manga as well. But let's like reorganize this a bit so you can see the actual text that I wrote here with the manga here. Ish. Fish dish. Sandwich. Okay. In before the remaining episodes play at 1.5 speed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing is with it, right? A lot of the every episode of Log, they take every shot into consideration and they've sped up where things are necessary. Because like there are a lot of shots that are played at like 3 frames a second, meaning like the drawing changes every 3 frames or maybe 4 frames. And they've sped that up to a more natural 2 frames or even 1 frame to make it a little faster. I don't think they've done so far as to like, they have sped some shots up, but I don't know about 1.5 speed. But are still the regular runtime. Right. The description for 642. Yeah, it's really boring shit, to be honest with you. Okay, so like, I think this episode that we're about to see is going to go from 634, so we're right here. 634, which is Luffy taking them out with Conquerors. 635, which is more talking, and the Straw Hats start attacking, showing off their powers, and Tsurame goes on a rampage. And then 636 is continuing the Straw Hats showing off their new powers, including General Frankie, which the next episode preview has those arms, his arms kind of pop out. So I do think this at least is going to make an appearance in this episode. And then it's like, well, why not? And also, Nami does use her tempo weapon in the next episode preview as well. So I think this moment will happen as well. So it's like at that point, why not show off the chopper thing too, and just end with like seeing the Noah about to drop at the end of the episode. So I think that's where it's going to go, and that's going to be at the end of volume 64. So let's go into volume 65. And this is a mess. This whole last section of Fishman Island, a lot happens, and it's kind of all over the place. So the major beats, let's see. Yeah, so I first like, can I do this? Yeah. So we're talking about 639 onwards, because 637, again, there's a couple more, like, there's a bit of Hody and Luffy fighting for a few pages, and then there's this Noah thing. I think this is technically where this episode's going to end, but we'll see. It's so interesting to see the arc structure shift to becoming 50 plus minimum post-time skip. Yeah. I get the feeling Oda was practicing writing long lore arcs. Maybe. I just think that there's a lot that he wants to do, and he's made it to this point, and then he's like, oh, I have to do everything, basically. And I think he gets better and better at this every subsequent arc post Fishman, but this was like, I think, his first major attempt, and it's memorably kind of clunky in my opinion. I say memorably because I didn't hear, when I was going through this show back in 2022 first time, I didn't hear the best things about Fishman Island. I didn't hear much good things, to be honest with you. I was just like, oh, it might be kind of a clunky whatever arc, and then move on to Impel Down and Dressrosa, right? I was worried after going whatever, and no, it turned out to be fantastic. The arc is great, but I can understand people it being clunky and everything. Anyway, so 637. It's going through the reacting to Noah, and Shirahoshi shows up, and she starts moving away with Hody and with Luffy. And then we're gonna, there's this whole sequence of Noah flying away, and it gets to about right here, end of 638. So we're going 699 onwards, because at this point we have our 3 things going on. We have Hody, Luffy, and Shirahoshi and Vanderdecken and the princes all outside Fishman Island, You have the Straw Hats versus Hody's goons, the Fishman Island Pirates, and then there's a bunch of elsewhere. There's a bunch of characters that are not like the only named characters that are in like that are elsewhere are like the right hand and left hand of the king, and the king is with them as well. It's a lot of like crowd reaction shots of the island and everything. It's a lot of bulk, and it's historically what Log has been cutting a lot of. So it's like this is to show that this is a lot that could be potentially trimmed down significantly. That was very bloated in the original manga, not just in the anime, but in the manga as well. So what I'm thinking is this episode 18, we're gonna go through 637 to 640, because then 640. So we're into six. So we've already done 2 chapters, and it ends with 2 chapters with Hody getting Decken getting stabbed, and that's a cliffhanger for this chapter, because the next chapter he's okay, and he doesn't actually get knocked out till the end of this, at the end of 640 actually, all the way over here. And the reason it takes so long is because, again, it's doing a lot of different things. The first 12 pages of 640 are fighting with the Straw Hats. I do think that there's some, I didn't really go so far as to take the number of pages potentially of like they could do all the Straw Hat stuff in one episode, because I think what they could do is take episode 18 to get everyone in their place, basically have Hody, Shirahoshi, and the princes out of Fishman Island, and have everyone the Straw Hats set up their fights, and then you basically have like one episode with just the Straw Hats fighting, one episode of just Luffy and Shirahoshi and Hody settling all that shit, one episode of the resolution of it, of like Noah falling, and because these things are happening concurrently, but like a major bulk of this is the elsewhere stuff, which happens to be about like, you know, this moment of Hody saying that, of like Fukobushi saying that, describing what Hody is like. He's a monster, he's a product of our environment, he's a void. And there's a whole there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish pages of a Hody flashback, and like this big speech that Fukabushi gives that everyone hears about the same time. But then you have Red Hawk, and then like it's just so much, and it's all over the place. I just think there's a lot of bulk that could be taken out, and that could probably be streamlined in the way that the previous episode, episode 15, which no, it wasn't 15. It was 14, I think. Yeah, the way episode 14 condensed 3 chapters and really still made it work. Hawk Tua, yes. But yeah, okay, so basically my predictions are 637 to 640, it ends with the Noah drop. Like, you have to, like, for me, you have to consider, the way I'm predicting this is sort of like, at what story beats are the best, like, episode enders. Like, there's like, over 12 different places where Oda ends a chapter. Which one are they going to pick? And you look at the major beats of the story, like, in how it goes in phases, and I think the Noah dropping and realizing it's falling is a big moment, so I think it's going to end there. 641 to 644, you end with Red Hawk, with like Fukabushi's whole like, Hody is nothing, I realize what he is, we're too late, and oh, this is his whole thing, we're friends, aren't we? Red Hawk, boom. And that hits with that. And then you have 20, which is 645 to 648, which would be destroying the Noah, all the Straw Hats getting their big finishes, which people are hoping is done a lot better in the anime, because it's a really cool moment. And everything into volume 66, which like Shirahoshi stops the Noah with the sea beasts, and then Jinbei gives Luffy his blood, and that would be the end of one episode. Now, I have one potential theory. I didn't really write it down in terms of the episode breakdown that could be possible, but like I had a suspicion that it could be possible that the Fishman Island log ends with this moment of Jinbei giving Luffy his blood, and he's like, "You gotta join my crew." Like that's such a climax. Like that's the end of Fishman Island arc, and then everything else is post Fishman Island. Is like the resolution to the arc, and it's it's like 5 chapters. You know, this is all resolution here. The party, she's Poseidon, they're talking, some stuff that's happened outside the New World, the Tamate box, all the Big Mom shit, Luffy picking a fight with her, all of that, a little bit of Tashiki and Smoker. But I think this stuff is going to get mentioned this is going to be included in an episode of Log, because I do think you need this moment of the Pinky Promise that Luffy gives to Shirahoshi of her him coming back and taking her and everything. I think that's a really important moment. And then you even just have like them sailing off, and Luffy like is like, we're gonna go to the New World, and I'm gonna get to see Shanks, and all this cool flashback stuff is happening. And then it ends right here of, here we go, people, New World, yay. That's a great way to end Fishman Island Log to me. I think that's where you end it. But the arc technically ends with 654, which is this like, you know, journey back up, and it's a whole thing. But it's one chapter. It's a single chapter. It's important. It's good. But like, you could probably hop back to the original anime right at this point, and then they're here, you know, they made it, and then the next chapter is Punk Hazard. Literally, they just get to Punk Hazard this chapter. So I think this chapter could be not featured in Log. I'm not saying cut, because it's not like they're going to go right to Punk Hazard or whatever. I think this one could feasibly be not adapted in Log, and they end right here in 54. But that's a lot of chapters, you know. It is 17 chapters in 4 episodes. So that's my prediction. I think they're gonna do. I think that's what they're gonna do. But yeah, it's a lot. I didn't really go through the potential embarrassment of like trying to pick which panels to get cut. Really, I'm gonna leave it up to them. You know, that's the task that they've set themselves up to do. We'll see. Now, let's get back to 65 here, or really 64. 64 is the content we're gonna tackle this episode. Yeah, it's just so much, and I think it could be streamlined really, really well. So let's get back to 64. Let me set the thing back up. Notes can go bye-bye. Let's go. Whoa. Boop-a-doo. Anime. Okay. So I've been doing a lot more cutting, trying to catch up. I have however many episodes. I'm going to have another 3 after this, but I have from 48 to 54 to do, but I think I did the last one maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I got some stuff, maybe like 6 or 7 episodes left, and now another 3, so it's going to be a 10 wrap. But let's look through this real quick. So this is the next episode preview for that's going to be representing this coming episode. These guys presenting themselves. Robin's attacking. Nami's attacking. Let's double check about this moment with Nami happening in episode 556, which is adapting the last 636. A lot of anime original content. Very, very extended sequence of Brooks' attack. Yeah, look at that. Robin attacking is already here. It's in 556 when this happens. So that's already pretty much confirmation for me. But then yeah, they're in the they got the motorcycle. That's in 556 as well. It's the tank. I think this is the previous what the heck? So like yeah, they're doing all that. Let me look at my notes real quick. Episode 554. Oh man. Yeah, 634. And then oh my gosh. Episode chapter 635, the anime takes 2 whole episodes to do. 555 and 556 together adapt chapter 635. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then 636 is done by 557. Oh no. So they're blasting through 4 episodes of content, at least for the anime. That's wild. I should have looked at this in advance instead of doing more cutting. Let's see. So 557. Yep, there's the tank. And there's giant robot. Okay. Like this happened, yeah. Let's see about Nami using her tempo. There it is, right here. Perfect. Yeah, so that happens. And I'm like, you may as well get this other shit too. And of course, a very long, elaborate realizing that Noah is on its way. It could end right here. But yeah. Let me look at how 558 goes. Because obviously they see Noah. Right, okay. But I'm thinking like maybe they even have Luffy scuff with Hody a little bit here as well. And then the rest of and then they realize that Noah's here. You know what I mean? Like right here. That like you don't need to have 2 reveals for Noah. You know what I mean? Like there's basically the reveal for the audience and the king, and then there's a reveal for the rest of the characters. Which is kind of redundant, right? So potentially you could get through 4 and a third of an episode in one. That'd be crazy. Blitz through it. It's nuts. They'll need to go that fast, really. Because then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They have 15 episodes to condense in 4 episodes. 15 and 4 is about 4 episodes per. Which is a lot. It's quite a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Where do we go from here? Okay, so I do think, just based on those two, yeah, General Frankie right there. Yeah, okay, we'll see how we do. Now for these 4 episodes, let's see how original handles it. Oh, this is a lot. So we're making good time, I think. We have about an hour. So we start with this 90-second chunk of various people reacting to the Straw Hats. Yes. Oh my gosh, we know. I'm not sure where the episode will start. One Piece starts right here. Yeah, because that's where the chapter starts. If you look at where is it? Right here. Yeah, the chapter starts with the flashback of the hero part. I really hope they keep enough of this. This is a lot, really. Like, that's 4 pages for, kind of redundant, like we already got it. We'll have to see how much they cut here, but I really hope they keep this panel of I just hope they keep this conversation about Luffy being a hero. It's like, we're pirates, I love heroes, I don't want to be one. You know what a hero is? Just say there's a bunch of meat. Pirates have feasts and eat meat, but heroes give the meat to other people. I want to eat the meat. What kind of analogy is that? Like, I hope they keep this bit of dialogue. That is all I want. Do it as the hero of this island. I don't want to be a hero. Like, please keep that. That is all. That is what I want. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, I had to get the chat back. Yeah, now they moved. All right. Now that sequence, that first scene. Okay, about right here, or yeah, that whole stretch is 4 minutes 49 seconds. That is a lot. They're definitely trimming that, especially since they're adapting so fast. This particular episode, but there's a lot of action, so I think they might be able to get away with it. We'll see. Dialogue takes, as we know, way more time than action. Anywho, this little bit gets cut by One Piece at least. It's a little reaction to I forget his name, the starfish. Seeing Luffy, I guess. I don't know. He's like, I rescued these guys. This little bit with the goons is in the next episode preview. Oh yeah, Brooks' interaction with the princess. That will probably be cut. I would not be surprised. They cut the last joke with him and him about the princess, being a perv about the princess. And his other joke, actually. They cut another joke of Brooks about, what do you think is the first thing I did with my new powers? Yeah, and also Sanji being a goof like this also has gotten cut before, so might get cut again. And yeah, he always gets cut. A lot more. Of course, they have a little bit of flashback. It's not really flashback so much as it's just like, let's resolve that scene, which is fine. You get a little extra bit of, this is what One Piece cut, obviously, it's anime original, but you do get the, you know, the result of, like, yeah, all I need is my sword, and he just cuts the whole building, too. Very funny. Yeah, he cuts more. Goes crazy. And then, yeah, they actually bring him through, and Hoenn and all of them are there. It's like, yep, that's what happened. Extra bits. But, you know, a dead ass, they probably could, because I believe this is what happens in the manga. As you can see here, it goes from it actually goes, I don't know. Well, it's actually like Hody wakes up over here, and then all this jargon happens, like giant 2-page spread of dialogue, jokes or whatever, all for the setup of like they're ignoring you. Like, I don't know. We'll see how much they keep here. They'll definitely keep this interaction with Luffy, though, being like, hey, you've graduated to Wimpy Hoshi. Like, this part's really cute. It's a lot of talking, considering considering what's going on. I guess they're all waiting for Hody to get back to his senses. A lot of talking. Oh, of course, a reaction to everybody. Like, oh, thanks. Yep, and then there's Hody. This little chunk is... Sorry, once again. A starfish guy, my goat. Yeah, post-play. It's good. You know he's your goat when you don't even remember his name. Look, I don't really remember his name either. A little extra. It's like 10 seconds that One Piece cuts out. Good for you. 10 seconds. Very cool. More stuff happens. I'm being a little closer with, like, I don't want to just speed by this, because, you know, trying to wait for 9:40 or whatever. But also, I want to get a better feel for this material so that when the episode happens, I can be more responsive of like, oh, they cut this part or whatever. I got thirsty. Talking. Yapper. I'm an evil guy. There was a similar kind of like read in a little flashback moment, little mantra thing. That was cut in the last episode, I believe, or no, a few episodes ago. So something like this could probably be cut as well, but we'll see. I believe this shot is in the next episode preview. Look at all my people. Look at all the guys I have. Yep, reactions to everybody. You don't need that. This bit is 24 seconds, cut by One Piece. And yep, leave it to the just a bunch of, you know, crowds who give a fuck, who don't give a fuck. Yeah, it just goes like to right here. We're gonna die. This will almost certainly be cut. So much of Chopper's reactions to things have been cut, like, very systematically. Yeah, a lot of freakouts. Everyone's reactions to it. This will all probably be cut. That is a terrible drawing of Nami. I'm sorry. That is no good. Oof. Oof. Look, I don't like clowning on the One Piece anime that much. I don't take that much pleasure in it. But I also don't really mind doing it now that, like, they are going through it and everything and redrawing a lot of stuff. Holy shit, dude. Not great. This is a funny joke though. I bet they will cut this, but that's so funny actually. Let me find that that panel. The equivalent of that in the manga. Here, hey, get out of here. There's no room. You're not interested in new weapons? You get out. Don't activate yet. Oh, so they actually just went right into the robot over here. So I think this scene's anime original. Nah, not my. That's not my. That's Nami. Ah. Yeah, like they all got. That's interesting. So I think this bit is anime original. That's now Naomi. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Oof. But yeah, then that's interesting. Yeah, so this is anime original, and One Piece kept it. Good for them. Oh yeah, he also says, "Come on over here." Sanji, you gotta get better posture than that, my guy. Holy shit. Yeah, that's me right now. Haha. Them arguing, haha. Yeah, all of this build-up, like, them probably, like, I can fully expect they do, like, fuck these guys. Yeah, no. Like, this shot right here, and then it just goes right to Luffy. Not even walking. Yeah, this blue orb thing. So he does the Conquerors. And that's, I think, a completely new cut in the next episode preview. Check this out. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, right there. There's also a couple other bits, like this bit right here. Oh, looks sick. He's like, you get the fuck down. You sit the fuck down. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is completely redrawn. Oh, they draw it out so much. Oh, goodness. Oh, that'll be quick. This will be light work. Oh, yeah, no. So this shot. Yeah. That's in the next episode preview, but it's completely different. Oh, goodness. that'll be quick. And then, yeah, more talking. One Piece doesn't touch this at all. Everyone talking and reacting, giving their take on it. Oh my god, literally everybody. Stunned. And frankly, I don't know. Not a great drawing of Luffy. I mean, I could be wrong. It's not bad, but I don't know. And you're also comparing it to the manga as well. Like I can kind of this panel on the far left here. Let's see. Yeah, like, you know, like, yeah, that's pretty accurate, all things considered. I just don't like what he looks like with his mouth closed like this. I just don't like it. I just don't. I guess I'm being picky, you know, and it's okay to be picky when they're doing it. But I've been wrong about they're gonna touch that up and then they don't, especially with like I've been resyncing all the clips to the original episode, and I'm probably going to do something where like every time there's a drawing correction, it's going to be a side by side, so you can see all the differences. And I might count how many redraws they do. And it's going to be really dumb, really stupid thing to do, but I'm doing it. I'm curious. Kimi Naru, so no one else is going to do it. The lips are a little weird. Thank you. Like. The little bits on his, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it goes to right here. Everyone, King of the Pirates. Boom. And then they don't even they actually don't take this last page on the left here, where all the reactions to people, and he does the big fist. They actually save that for the next episode, and that's fine. Okay. Jeez. So here we go. First, there's minute 18 cut at the beginning. Look how little One Piece takes. Oh, they chewed it up. Oh, dear. Kind of goes to show, huh? They, and the thing is, right? One Piece is conservative with its cuts. They're like, oh no, they're gonna take a hacksaw out of this. It'll be interesting to see what bits they keep, because when it comes to non-canon stuff, if they can cut it, One Piece will cut it. But Log has been good about, like, if it's cool, you'll keep it within reason. If it takes too long, fuck it. Because they have a strict schedule. They have a strict time limit. So yeah, minute 18 for this first chunk here. Which is just, you know, them reeling from the fact that he did a Conquerors and wiped out half their army. Anyway. But then it's just more talking about that exact thing, and Zio being all boastful and shit. Who gives a fuck? Probably cut all that. I don't know, they could go pretty crazy with this. Yeah, more talking. I don't even know what they're talking about. It's like a Brooke and Robin conversation. Interesting. That's another 39 seconds. And then there's, you know, them running up on them, and yep, there's the panel with Luffy coming up with the giant fist. Yep. Okay, now, so after he hits him with the giant fist, there is 43 seconds of some reactions and I guess Sanji flashbacks to what they were talking, something. Yeah, he was talking with, oh, and then yeah, whatever. And then he jumps into the action here. One Piece only takes this cut, and then they cut more of him beating some people up. They cut another 7 seconds. Some reactions, they go, and then Tatsumaki. This is anime original, 23 seconds. You got a cool, look at this, look at what One Piece is cutting here. Ooh. But that's because he does another Tatsumaki later. He just does, I think he just added 2 of them. So then there's another little bit of Robin talking, and, you know, whatever, Yus and I don't know. 12 seconds cut here of, oh, that's kind of cool. Probably will get cut. Oh yeah, but then she, yeah, clutches a bunch of them. Here's the thing, right? Like, you can just limit it to, they're giving them more attacks, like their basic attacks, but then they're gonna level it up and show the cool new shit they can do, basically. So just limit it to the cool shit they can do. All right, now here is, so what One Piece does, they go right from this little bit with Brooke right to explosions and talking a bit. This is a minute 33 seconds of Brooke shaking his ass and getting the other guys to do it. Very funny. And then he goes through all of them, ice span or whatever. And she's like, wow, because, you know, he's showing off for Shirahoshi, and she's like, oh, that's great. He kicked his ass. I love so many characters introduced during Fishman Island, though you could definitely see the growing pains in OS spending more focus on the supporting Antag's allies each arc with the missile. This is, yeah, and that's what's great about Log, I think, because in hindsight, you know what the best characters, those new characters are. He's gonna introduce a ton of new characters, and a lot of them matter in a slight bit, in like a particular way, to get certain pieces moving, but they're not very fun or memorable characters in the same way. So they're limited. They get limited. Like, Kami's best material is in Sabati. It's not in Fishman. She's in Fishman, and Hachi's in Fishman, but that's just to, you know, give the connective tissue from Sabaody. But Sabati, like, that's their best shit. You know, that's all the best material from them, and they already did it. So it's fine that they don't get as much of a focus. It was worth it to the Scabbers and Toby Ropo All-Stars, though. Pretty much everyone of them I like it to love, except poor Jack. Even he has a great introduction. That's the exact same thing, right? Because Jack, his big thing is in Zoe, and that already happened. Oda included him, I think, just to, like, I mean, to give, first of all, to just give, to resolve that thing so that Inumamashi and Nekomamushi are able to get their proper revenge on Jack. That's great. Like, specifically Dog Viper. Cat Viper and Dog Storm? Yeah. Dog is able to take out Jack and so on. Anyway, so yeah, Brooks shaking his ass. And then there's another scene of Chopper getting attacked, and then he brings out Kung Fu Point, which we've already seen. Yeah, they're cool. Who gives a fuck? And then she's like, wow. Usopp gets a little attack of, again, a green thing. We've already seen this. We already saw this in a previous episode, and we've also seen Nami use her Thunder Tempo as well. Which is cool, but yeah, okay. And then Frankie gets a little bit too. Alright, great. And then the group of them all decide to go into the new invention. This little bit is just extra. 23 seconds. Dogstorm, yeah. And it's fun in the school spinoff. Yeah, that's cool. Yep, it's just more like, yes, come into my thing. I'm gonna attack Shirahoshi. Motherfucker. And look, it's like there's an extra 10 seconds of like, whoa, who? Oh yeah, because it's oh, this I believe is in the next episode preview. So why would they cut this? That's weird. Wait, oh, that's why. This is the okay. So you see the blah. This is the eye catch. This is halfway through the episode, and this is what they usually do. They kind of end it on a good note, and then they repeat that note. You just tune back to the commercial and everything. So that usually happens. That's fine. Now there's another 40-second sequence after, like, a little reaction with Jinbei protecting her. This is all new and like not new, but like anime original. Again, it's Zoro, and then they're bringing in these shield things, which they use against Luffy specifically, not against Zoro, but they're gonna do it against Zoro anyway. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, go my guys, yay! And now we get a minute of flashback to him training in 3D2Y. I'm gonna get strong at Shiokunaru. And then they come in, and he does his Tatsumaki. That's like the new attack. That's like the cool new thing he gets to do. Yippee! That's a lot. You probably just need this bit right here, and then they can just, maybe they'll have this bit like, kill it in time. What does he say here in the manga? He says to the pits of hell, like whatever. Like they'll probably have a little bit of that. Yeah, all the Fishman attack in the sky. This little extra chunk. It was 5 seconds, nothing much. Quill dude, oh no! Whoa, a spiky quill dude. And there's people out in the sky. Okay. I should put this as a flashback as well. Hold on. More flashback. But this is technically new information, so I don't know. Wait. Yeah. That's all. This is all flashback. And then One Piece pretty much cuts more flashback. 52 seconds of Sabaody. Continues on. Very repetitive. Like, yeah, we get it. And then he goes into the thing. And he's flying. Woohoo! See, that's what he had to do to escape the women. Haha. Yep, and he's flying. Yep, and he's flying. Yay. Look at this. More. like Luffy remembers what Skywalk is. Like, oh yeah, Sanji remembers Skywalk with one of the 6 techniques. They are probably not going to include that. But One Piece did, I guess, because they couldn't interrupt the. You see, that they probably couldn't interrupt the music at some point. It would be too obtrusive. Nice. And they get a cool. Maybe that will look better. I don't know. Maybe that'll look better. Yeah. Not great. That Robin face. Oh, this one. Yeah, it's not great. Not great. But here's what the thing that I constantly go back to when it comes to like the anime and everything, and looking the way it does sometimes, or executing certain moments or whatever. What matters to me is that they did the work, they put it in, and they got it made. So that they can do Impel Down, so that they can do Dressrosa, so that they could do Zoe, so Whole Cake, and get to Wano, and get to like the fact that we have as complete of an adaptation as we have gotten with such a long story, like one of the few manga. I think it's only the second. I could be wrong about this, but I think it's only the second Shonen Jump manga to be over 100 volumes. And there's no way that Koji Kame has anywhere close to an adaptation as this. It does have a lot of episodes. Koji Kame did get a long anime, but not a fucking 200 volume anime. Not a 200 volume adaptation. Can you please... I'm just trying to get like... I want to see how long Koji Kame is, and I have something pulled up. It is not freaking going. Okay. Could you... Hello? Sorry. Okay, it doesn't want to go. That's fine. Never mind. We're going to move on. But then there's yeah, and then there's another 35-second chunk that One Piece takes out. They actually take this part out, and I believe this is getting... I did see like a screen cap of this scene. So that is happening. He's running. And probably it's in the next episode, so that's why they cut it. They probably just put it in this episode. So now we're on 556, the third episode of potentially 5. Okay, so it starts with this giant chunk, 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes 47 seconds. Holy crap. More dudes. Luffy fights his way through, Jinbei's fighting, Sanji's fighting. Pretty cool fights going on here. They might keep some of this, depending on what's cooler. That's pretty cool from Robin. This is all basic kind of recap, like stuff has already been happening. Them fighting in their way and everything. This is like, I labeled this like an extra scene because this feels like a more elaborate thing with this particular fishman. I don't even know what he says or what's going on really. And they keep fighting. Okay, and then they're cutting back, and there's more elaborate thing with the, because in the chapter, Oda just has them right in the robot like immediately, but now they're kind of like making their way to the particular area. Okay, now a little bit there. Very small cut. 6 seconds of just Brooke playing the violin, I guess. It's like right here. You can just go right to that. But they might keep a little of that shot. We'll see. I agree. The amount of work Toei's put in is amazing. I can only imagine the amount of effort and planning it takes to keep. Yeah, exactly. It's just unbelievable. Even if I'd say that the show hits a slump for a very long time, it's not enough of a slump to be discontinued. It does have its jank, 100%. And I'm really happy they're going back. They're able to go back through it and even just improve Oda's material, I think. Like, now that they've adapted all of it more than thoroughly, like maybe overly thoroughly, to the point where they're embellishing things more than they have to. Now they can make like the tight version, and no one has to bellyache about them missing certain jokes, which they will if they want to adapt it at this certain pace with 2 chapters or 3 chapters per episode. They're gonna cut some favorite jokes of people's, because everyone's got a favorite thing with One Piece. They're gonna do that, but I think like this'll having them go through this very sluggish pace initially allows them to then go faster. And then, if you're missing the content, then by all means watch the original. I think it's a best of both worlds, really. Like, I think it honestly vindicates them for making such a choice, for going as slow as they did. Honestly, vindication, I think, is the best choice of words for that, personally. So, 45 seconds are pretty much cut, with the exception of this little bit right here, because it's like in the manga, technically. They keep that shot, but everything else, more elaboration of the party and everything. But they don't need to keep all of that. Yeah. In fact, One Piece actually keeps a good deal of it, because there's some dialogue here. A lot of dialogue. But I honestly think they'll probably keep it even shorter. Like, even this Dawson stuff, they'll probably cut all of this. They might, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they keep any of this stuff, but then they lose this stuff, which is like really boring, but because there's dialogue from the manga, the One Piece keeps it. I think that'll be an interesting test case. But then, yeah, he does the thing. This little chunk here. Another 11 seconds. Robin does her big new attack. Giant feet. Very fun. They're cramped in the thing. This takes a pretty long while, I think. I think they could probably just go... They could probably just take it, like, right here. And just do that. But I don't even know how much of this they'll even keep. We'll see. This is because of the eye catch right here. There's some repetitive content. That's another 41 seconds cut out. It's a lot of build up to that hit, the motorcycle coming out. Very repetitive, similar content, and then it just goes right here. Freak out about the cool motorcycle. There's a lot of elaboration with this Spike dude. Oh my gosh. And One Piece actually kind of keeps a lot of it. Here comes the tank as well. Having some fun. But I don't think they're going to be that crazy about the tank, because it doesn't stay out for very long, because it becomes General Frankie at the end. Dialogue with these dudes. "24 seconds removed by One Piece of this dialogue from these guys, and more more bystanders who gives a fuck." Yep, and then Tsurume comes out. And he's causing a bit of a rampage and really a lot of build up. But we know his whole deal, and he's not really. He doesn't really affect very much in the rest of the arc. It's not like he stops Noah or something. So I don't even know how much time they're really going to spend on Tsurume here. I actually don't know. I doubt not that much. A little bit of 18 seconds with just more dialogue with them. Wait, Tsurume, it's me. They cut 9 seconds, and then 43 seconds with just some flashback of who Tsurume is, in case you forgot. Okay, I guess he forgot. slamorama, 4 seconds of just like, you know, just extra shots, as it be with the original. All right, not as much, with the exception of this big chunk here. Not as much. Now, this episode, not a whole lot cut, to be honest. Very, very substantial amount of content, so they might blow through that previous chapter. It starts with 1 minute 34 seconds. First of all, teasing General Frankie, which hasn't even happened yet. Yeah, more dialogue with the goons. They're not even doing anything, so who cares? More attacking with Zoro, cool. But you can really only need to pick one. Some more Brook. He's like, I think I'll go after that guy. That's cool. Yeah, they're just... Alright. They're running away from the tank. This is what I mean, that like the tank doesn't do a whole lot. 16 seconds cut of just the guy showing up. They play a little whack-a-mole with him. 18 seconds of this meandering stuff cut. And then, alright, so as they were trying to beat that guy, and they dug a hole here, the tank's incapacitated, so he turns into General Frankie. Throws him out. A little bit of dialogue from the guy. 3 seconds cut, I guess. Kantaida! Yep, there it is. Those are in the next episode preview. I said that before, I think. Even that is. A lot of the tank stuff is actually from General Frankie. Very long transformation sequence, actually. So like, I'd go from like right here. His whole transformation, which One Piece keeps. I would include the reactions. I would include all of this as the reactions to actually do something. A little flashbacks for him too. All right, now he's jumping into action. That's 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes 13 seconds. Yeah, I would give this a little bit of this bit here is considered flashback. Okay. And then, yeah, Frankie does his thing. Very cool. He shoots them outside the thing, which is very funny. This little extra bit. 9 seconds. And 11 seconds, so about 20 seconds. Yeah, very indulgent in the robot part. And now Nami gets a turn. More, like, it's the same exact framing device as Frankie. That's a little lazy on your part. I don't know if lazy is the word, but, like, predictive? I don't know. I don't expect Log to keep any of the flashback stuff. Yo, first time I've been able to make it in a while. How's things going? Pretty well. So, Glowworm, this episode of Log, I'm predicting they're going to go through at least four whole episodes of the original anime. Like, this is where, like, it starts at beginning of 554. Like, this is where they're at. and they are in the next episode preview. They have these shots of like, you know, Nami and General Frankie that are 4 episodes later, or 3 episodes later. So a total of 4. So I think they're at least going to do 4 episodes, but they could even go so far as 5, because in the manga there are 2 major reactions to Noah appearing and falling, and I kind of suspect they will keep it to 1 if I know Log, but I don't know, they've not been so brazen about a lot of like major story cuts, but they have been cutting tangents and repetitive content here and there, so I kind of expect it. Anyway, Usopp's new thing, get the cool bamboo stuff and more yeah, I learned this when I fucking and it's like, okay, we know. Like, hold on. Sides. Okay, 2 hands. My neck is getting sore as hell. Yeah. I should put my mic over there instead of over here. I'm an idiot. I have my mic kind of like attached to the left side of my desk when my keyboard, mouse, and most of my stuff is on the right side. So I'm kind of like craning my neck almost to bring the mic over to me. I don't know. It's stupid. Look at that. The exact same framing device with the eyes. Like, I thought it was cool and clever with Frankie, but it's sort of repetitive, man. All right. But Log keeps all of One Piece keeps all of it. They didn't keep the 17-second bit with the people cheering and them talking. Who gives a fuck? Yep, of course. I would cut that too. More of these goons. Tsurame gets cut a little bit because he's protecting Shirahoshi. Very cool. Odie's mad. And Tsurume's actually not protecting her. And he's like, "What, you gonna do that?" Another 18 seconds cut of something Luffy says and Tsurume crying, which is cute. I don't know why they would cut this part. That seems specific. That seems like, you know, plot-wise. And how have you been enjoying Log overall? And a lot more episodes are out. It's fantastic. It's really, really great. The amount that's been cut overall, this has been the total. They've been going 2 chapters per episode, and then about halfway through they've been doing 3 chapters. So a lot has been getting cut, but I think it's been really well abbreviated, because I think a lot of this bit of Fishman gets kind of tedious. Like, people remember the really great flashback, and then, you know, the Straw Hats showing up at the thing. But, like, there's a lot to set up in between that that's really boring, in my opinion, with characters that are not very compelling. So I think they've been doing a great job streamlining it and making it a more enjoyable experience. And all the redrawing they've been doing, and there's been a lot, not just the redrawing, but like changing the direction in places. Like, they've not been altering the storyboard so much, but they've been changing the way, like, if something pans from bottom to top, they'll go top to bottom, if it makes more sense. Like, the way things are flowing, like, you're focusing on Arlong, and he gets hit by something, and then you see it goes from Arlong and it pans up and it's Kizaru. Whereas in the original, you know, Arlong gets hit and there's some talk, and there's Kizaru, and then it pans from Kizaru down to Arlong, just because the way that's going, it made more sense for for the original, but because of the certain scenes that they're cutting, it makes more sense in it. So, like, thoughtful things like that, they've been really, really considerate of every single thing, every single shot. It doesn't feel like a hack job, in the sense that, like yeah, it's a hack job in the literal sense, because if you look at if you look at like this for example, you're like, oh my god, like they don't touch, like look how little there is, right? But you don't notice it. You see, or you genuinely don't. He's like, yeah, this is all the same story beats. But then you compare it to the original, you're like, oh my gosh, they fleshed this out so much. They really dragged this out in like in a embellished way. And I think that's fine for the original, and that exists, and that's fine. But like, I think it's very smart. I think it's been very considerate of like what are the best parts of the arc that like actually make sense and like that are like interesting. Yeah, like it is a hack job in the literal sense. Like they are really tearing this thing up in a way, but like not in a way that like, oh, I wish I watched the original instead. It's not like episode of East Blue, which is just the highlight reel and there's no connective tissue at all. It is a cohesive, flowing, like full story. It's not episode of Skypiea. It's not episode of East Blue. It's not episode of Drum Island. It's Fishman Island. It's the arc, and I think it's the better for it, to be honest. Anywho, episode's probably almost out, if not out by now. So yep, Luffy's still making his way to Hody, and then he gets the cool moment with them trying to stop him, and Sanji and Zoro stop him. This is a little weird. I don't remember them being this big. I guess they are that big in the manga, though. I don't think that. Hold on, sorry, I didn't realize I'm back on this. Look at this. Yeah, I don't know. Zoro's little tiny. Like Zoro's a little tiny. I think they could redraw this, but maybe they won't. We'll see. They have not been doing too many redraws, but the ones that they have been doing have been really worth it, really valuable, worth the price of admission, in my opinion. Anyway, yeah. And then Luffy kicks his ass. Another fucking... Because he gets one shot in him, and then the episode ends with the crowd seeing Noah, and it's just like these guys, they're like, oh no, like why are we showing this guy's reaction? Who gives a fuck? Who is this guy? Like whatever, it's just people. But it's Noah, oh no. Even though we as an audience already knew it was coming because Vanderdecken touched and he's like, it's being sent there, and oh, it's coming, oh my gosh. And then there's this like, here's the shot of here's the shot of Noah in the horizon. But then 558, what I think they're gonna end it on, because Luffy is just starting to kick Hody's ass here, and then yep, there's more of that, and then Luffy has a significant fight with him. Like, he shows up and he pulls him out like here, smashes. Cool little armament thing. He's really taking him to town. Dodging. It's a really cool fight. And then they're cheering. And then the Noah shows up. I think right here, when like all the characters we care about notice it, like this shot right here would be the first time we see Noah. And then like, oh, what the fuck is that? Like the characters we care about seeing this, that makes more sense to me. So I think this is where they end it. And that's like a third of the way into the 5th episode. I could be wrong, but we'll see. That's a lot of content. It's a lot. But you get something for all the Straw Hats, and, it's cool. But this little 58-second bit, again, of like the kings and the princes like reacting to Noah and just demonstrating how big and tremendous it is. And then a 35-second original bit of Surume, just trying to keep him relevant because, yeah, like Oda just kind of puts him away like immediately, and then you barely remember him existing after that. And then another 1 minute 14 seconds of realizing the Noah's here. I think they'll keep some of this, and then just boom right here. Yeah, well, I think will happen. We'll see. Now, do you have the episode? You do indeed. All right, we're gonna squabble up. Ugh. You just use squabble up for anything. It's great. Okay. I didn't put live split on. Split. Y'all get episode 17 of FMI. Hold up if you'd like to watch along. It's not too easy to not too easy to do just on the screen itself, but it's all right. It's okay. All right, let's work. Is it even on the thing? Hold on. It's not even on the thing. Where is it at? There we go. Okay. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go. We're just gonna go on go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. We here. Let's see how they do. I'm gonna start right here. Oh. Apparently the last chunk of this OP is going to be with Kitadani again, but featuring the artist who does the original ED, which I don't remember her name. But that's awesome. Like a song with the two of them. Freaking great. What was the fiddle? That was kind of cool. The instrumental's not great, in my opinion, but it's better than the previous version of this, which was awful. Okay, let's see what they do. We're gonna keep a close eye on the manga here. Ooh. Ooh, okay. There it is. Let's see how long they take. With the original scene took like 4 minutes. Please keep this bit of dialogue, please. They did cut it. Oh, they did. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, that's heartbreaking. They did cut it. Oh, that's like the first cut that I'm like not happy with. That sucks. I'm not gonna let it get to me, man, but jeez, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. The thing that they cut here was that I'm upset with is Luffy rejecting him being a hero. We're pirates. I love heroes, but I don't want to be one. Do you even know what a hero is? And it's like, yeah, this analogy that he gives. I really wish they didn't cut that. Oh, I think they cut all this extra dialogue too. I knew they would. What did they cut? So they cut this Well, they cut 3 pages worth of shit. Like they kept like this little bit, but a lot just now. But the thing that I'm bummed at is that they cut this panel here. Hero, no way. We're pirates. I love heroes, but I don't want to be one. Do you even know what a hero is? Let's say there's a bunch of meat. I want to eat the meat. What kind of analogy is that? I feed the other meat if you do as I say. Deal. Problem solved? Like, this, I can understand why they cut that because it's resolved so fast. It's kind of a detour. But that is such an important insight to his character. That is so important to him that he doesn't like being seen as a hero. Because that especially conflicts with him being Nika. That's such an important thing to his character. But it makes sense that they spend the time to resolve this bit with Shirahoshi and like, let's protect it together and like reward you for keeping quiet. Cute. Sorry, I'll go to one page so that we can like see the stuff closely. I remember that joke you were saying. So yeah, he says something later. That's so funny. Oh, they are keeping this little red bit, but that looks way better. I really like that. The red stuff they're doing here. I mean, the swirly bits. Zoro doesn't want to share his sake. Yeah. Say there's a bunch of sake. A hero would give him this. It's so funny because it's the exact same analogy. But it makes sense. Again, it's a joke. Takes a little bit of time. They need to focus on the plot stuff here. Woo! Ooh! It's my favorite stuff too. The jokes and character stuff, 100%. And then the anime just gives you more of that. So like, it's great. Boom. Will they change this shot that I was talking about earlier? Yes, they will. Oh, that looks way better. I win. Dude, I won so hard. I didn't fully win, unfortunately, because they cut those panels, but man, that's worth it. That's great. Sorry that my message appears so late. No, it's also me reacting to them. I guess because I'm on the other side of the play. No. It's also because I'm just like I'm focused on the episode too. Also, always remains a silly guy who knows exactly who he is. Yeah, 100%. That's what I love about him. Look at that. He's already in the thing. Money. Mr. Hanaji. Nice. Yeah, they cut all the reactions of people who gives a fuck. This is so good. This is so tight. Nice. Let's see how much of this they keep. Almost none. Like none of the girls show up. That's funny. They actually even cut the little bit that One Piece kept because it was in the manga. Boom. Less than a minute. Easy. I love how that ties into Gear 5 happening with several years left in the manga. The main point of the series will be something other than the Nika stuff. Yeah, it'll be interesting. And without even me realizing it, they already did the Zoro thing. Easy. Is he gonna get the Pits of Hell line? Yes, he is. Nice. Oh, they do have a little bit of flashback stuff. Ah! That's such a sad OST, too. It's fucking awesome. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's see how they let's see if they reanimate this. Cute. Oh, they did. I think they did, yeah. Oh, okay. That looks way better. It's not really redrawn, but the effects made it look way better. Stinky Pits, man. Perfect. That's a oh yeah. I wasn't even sure at what point they would do the next episode the eye catch. But that's actually where the eye catch of the original was. And they don't even do a yeah, of course they don't. Hell yeah. They don't do they don't reuse the footage again. There's no time. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, I was making fun of this guy earlier. Ah, the fucking noise. sound is so funny. That's so funny that brief bit of silence. One pace cut that, and yeah, that's funny. But that one, but log kept it about the same length too. Maybe not the same length. Maybe like 2 seconds. Yep. So they're on the 3rd chapter already. Zamnamida. Hey, just like Super Yura-san. What is this insert song? Dude, I don't remember this insert song. But it's being sung by Kazuki Yao. I would have to I have to look at the original. But I don't remember hearing. I've never heard of it. I don't think I've heard of this before. It's so cool. Dude, if fucking Yao is immortalized by an insert song for Frankie, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like they keep using it in the original, in the anime, and they keep using it. You just keep hearing Yao in like new episodes. Fuck, man. They kept like I don't know how much of the transformation sequence they've kept, but like a lot of it, which is deserved. I'll have to look if this is from the original. I have to see. It might be. It might be. I could be wrong. I've not been really looking at the sound when it comes comparing the original to Log, because that would be way too complicated. Like even more complicated than it already is right now. But man. That's funny. Ah. Nice. Oh boy. They got like 2 minutes. They got less than 2 minutes left. It's at the 1930. Are they gonna get to they're not gonna get to I don't think they're gonna do Luffy versus Hody. It's still 3 chapters, but yeah, I figured they're gonna do Chopper. That's good. Okay, we're back to Kraken. We kind of skipped over a bit of Chopper here. They really gave a lot of time to General Frankie, which I think is awesome. If that insert song is new, I'll have to see. They actually kept him crying, which One Piece cut, oddly. Because it doesn't look, he doesn't cry in the manga, so he does. So they cut him crying. Like, it's so stupid. It's brain dead. Okay, they are gonna get this bit. Okay, they're gonna redraw this. No. They do edit it. They do make it a lot cooler, but they didn't redraw it. That's fair. Oof. That's a great place to put it. Yeah. Okay, so I still think my prediction, so it's not quite what I was thinking, but it does lead into what I was thinking, where the first time you see Noah is the crew's reaction to it, not this page right here. I'm thinking they're cutting both of this entire spread right here. I think. I think they're gonna go right into Luffy still fighting Hody, and then they're gonna realize that the Noah's there. I think that's what's gonna happen. Now, here we go with. So I was pretty much right about the 3 chapters in 1 episode, but that was easy to do because it was the next episode preview. But I've predicted that this next episode's going to do 4 chapters, which is going to go, let's see, oops, I think they're going to do 4 chapters, which they're into the thing. Decken gets stabbed. A bunch of fighting happens. And some people, the guys get their matchups. And Noah starts falling. So let's see what they do. Yep. Okay. Yep. They get their matchups. Oh, look at that. It's all the way up at the top. Oh, boy. Yeah, you just saw him, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. There's a possibility. But I have to look really closely. I want to figure that out now. Boop. Maybe this isn't the case for everyone, though. This break for the main anime has gone so quickly for me. Yeah, it's gone quickly for me because it's like this is what I've been working on. So, okay. So how do I figure this? During the Frankie sequence, which is over here. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna listen in. I need hissing. Well, actually, I don't want to. I don't want to get taken out, so I'm just gonna listen in real quick. You can. So far, I do not hear one. I do not hear the insert song I just heard. I don't hear it. 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 Yeah, no. I don't remember. Maybe they made that insert song sometime after Fishman. That is new for Log, pairing that song to that footage. But I'll have to go look up to see if that's ever been a thing, whatever that was. But that was absolutely an insert song about Frankie, sung by Kazuki Yao. That was absolutely what that was. Oh my gosh. So good. Okay. If the song is new, that's awesome. Excited to listen. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So what I want to do, so this bit that in the next episode preview, they kept cutting to different characters as like you have Noah suspended way high up. That's such a cool thing to add. Oh, for sure. They also have Decken scrambling a lot at the top of Noah. You do have Shirahoshi getting stabbed, which I think happens early on anyway. It's actually not much of a big deal. You definitely have Hody stabbing Bender Decken in the next episode preview. You might have a shot of Luffy using the snake hand against Hody. No, but look at this. The skull bomb grass, which definitely happens in this next episode preview, right here. Where is it? I'm watching it. Sorry. I just don't want to get whatever. I definitely saw it. Hold on. Yeah. Skullgrass is in the next episode preview, and that's in chapter 640. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, all the matchups happen in 39. Yes, maybe. Yeah, Snake Shot. Yeah, Snake Shot. I think that happens in 639. But I think the dead giveaway is Bomb Grass. I think they're doing 4 chapters. I think my prediction's correct. In terms of the pace out, in terms of the amount of episodes. Holy shit. Stats. Okay, so 17 we just watched is in fact 634 to 636. And I think we're about to do 637 to 640, which they have not gone that fast before. So that's going to be kind of nuts. This was fucking 554 554 to 556. They didn't touch 550. Oh, sorry, 557. They did do 4 episodes, but they didn't do 558 because they actually ended earlier than I expected. They hit Luffy saying, "I'm gonna get mad," like now I'm full of rage now, and that's where they ended it, which I think was a really smart way to do it. And then yeah, they cut out the Noah thing, and they're gonna save that for the next one. So I think they're gonna do 558. Let's see, 558 to 559, 560. 560 is, yep, that. The 561, I haven't even done the cutting yet. That's a cool shot. Look at this. Look at that. Damn. But then, yeah, Hody bonks his head and it starts falling. Cool drawings. Holy shit. We'll have to look through, to see if any shots of the Noah that are in the next episode preview are in this episode. Look at this. This pan up right here. This is I don't even, you can't even see it, I'm sorry. 561. I bet that's what they're doing. Look at this. Right at the beginning. This is episode 561. This pan up is in the next episode preview for episode 18. And then yeah, I believe at least you get Skullgrass and Snake Shot. Let's see, they're doing their matchups. A lot of them fighting. Yeah, there you go, right there, Skullgrass. There you go, right there. That's in the next episode preview. Let's see how much of that is. Gives a fuck. Believe you're gonna get Snake Shot somewhere. Yeah, right here. Or not really. Just grabbing onto him. Where are you? Okay, yeah, we it sure is a big deal. Yeah. Where is Snake Shot, I wonder? He grabs onto him, but like... I'm not sure where that would be. Oh, it's 6:39, so it's way earlier actually. It's like back here or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is, like all this. Yeah. Yeah. That is not a... What are they doing here with the lightning attack? That's so weird. I don't know if they'll keep that. Okay. Yeah. I'll look into this more, but I think we'll call it there, fellas. Thank you very much for watching and stopping by and commenting. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. You guys have a great week. Yo, peace.